Thanks for joining us today as we explore an area north of Thompson Springs, Utah called Sego Canyon. This is one of our favorite adventures because of the diversity of things to see and do. From an amazing rock art site to ghost towns, mountain vistas, off-roading, and hiking. This area is located 76 miles, or about an hour and 15 minutes west of Grand Junction. Most of the viewpoints and sites in Sego Canyon can be reached with any high-clearance vehicle. However, be aware that if it has rained recently, or if rain is in the forecast, every dirt road in this part of Utah is impassable if it's wet. Our first stop on today's journey will be at the Sago rock art site, where we will find petroglyphs and pictographs from 3 different ancient cultures: the Barrier, Fremont, and Ute. These Barrier Canyon style pictographs are thought to be some of the most archaic in the region. Some of the figures are bigger than life size, and there are 19 of these large paintings. The petroglyphs are fairly small, and these are the chiseled images. While we're out walking around, we love to explore these rock formations and fissures. There's no telling what you can find in some of these areas. Just a little ways north of the rock art site is the remains of the town of Sago. This ghost town used to have a whole lot of buildings before treasure hunters burned it down in the 70s trying to find any precious metals that might be hidden under the floors. The first area we're looking at is some of the homes and storage buildings on the outskirts of town. A few of these are still standing, although most of them have been destroyed by rocks falling off the cliffs above and rolling into them. At this point, we move up the road a little bit to see the actual town site. The only building remaining at this point is the old company store. From this archive footage, you can see what the old town used to look like. A couple miles north of the old town, off a side road, you can find the powder house. Apparently this is where the mining company used to keep their blasting caps and some of the black powder that they used in the mining process. This is one place that four-wheel drive absolutely comes in handy.
There you go. Perfect.
Not all of the drone footage from today's trip was usable because of how windy it was. If you see the shakiness of the film, you begin to understand. After leaving the powder house, we decided to try to drive further north up to the mountain overlook. The further we went, the more snow there was, until we rounded the corner and discovered that the pass was completely blocked. With 9 to 10 inches of snow on top of 6 or 7 inches of mud, it became quickly clear that there was no going further. Here are a few pictures from last summer, just to let you know what we could have seen if we had been able to make the drive. On the drive back down, if you're very careful and don't blink, you might catch a glimpse of a hidden arch just off the road. Although it's not one of the most spectacular or scenic arches in Utah, it definitely is cool if you have time to get off and hike over to it. Although there are roads on either side, the mining company decided they needed a straight and level road through this hill, so they cut out this cool little canyon. Secluded back in this little valley is one of the older ranches or homesteads from this area. Having been abandoned years ago after the town closed down, you can still see a lot of the structure, and even the basement is now open for view. This massive fissure in the rock was obviously used for some sort of storage. Who knows if it was a pantry or just something for the livestock. As we were taking an alternate path out of the canyon, we discovered this amazing wash and had to get out and take a look. I'm really glad we did, because this was amazing. really glad we chose this alternate route out of the canyon, because this road was so fun. I definitely wouldn't try this part without four-wheel drive, but as long as we made it out before dark, we were happy. And the views along the way were spectacular. We particularly enjoyed the sunset over the cliffs. As we come to the end of this great adventure, let me just say once again, as I always do, thank you for everyone who took the time to view this video. Please do us a favor, click that like button and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss the next episode. It really helps us, and without it, YouTube doesn't seem to share these videos. Thank you again.